I was born 17 years ago in 1996 as Mark James Ludford. I lived with my mum, my dad and my sister. I spent a lot of time with my nana too. My mum was really ill when she was pregnant with me, and while she was making a recovery in hospital, my dad and my nana took care of me and my sister. On the same day I was born, so was a girl called Emma Sarsfield. She was the first friend he ever made. We were born in the same hospital ward, and later lived on the same street and went on to go to the same primary and secondary schools. We're still good friends today. And then the rest of 1996 was made up of sleeping, eating, crying and pooing. The next year, our family moved on to Emma Street and into the house I grew up in. It was the first place I actually remember calling home. A few years later I started going to school with Emma. I met a boy called Marcus there, and he was the first person I ever called my best friend. My parents argued a lot when I was young, and in 2000 they filed for divorce. I didn't really understand what was going on. Me and my sister stayed with our mum and started to see our dad on the weekends. It was for the best though, and they were both happier apart, and me and my sister eventually came to terms with it and saw that too. In year 2, Marcus moved away. We stayed as best friends and wrote to each other a lot, and we promised each other we'd go to the same secondary school and carry on being best mates. It kept our friendship going, even though we didn't see each other anymore. Emma eventually moved house, and later in the year we moved away too. I never really settled into the new house at all. When I was 9, my granddad gave me a video camera he didn't use. This was when I discovered how much I love making videos, and I just made short improvised ones to show my family. After a few years of not really having anyone to talk to a lot after Marcus left, I met Lewis Hesson. We bonded over GTA and Eminem, and we became really good friends. In 2007 I got into actually using YouTube after watching a Charlie You're So Cool like video that was featured on the homepage. Seeing him sharing his content the way he did made me want to do the same, and I started doing it too. My goal at the start was to one day have 100 subscribers, and the dream was to have 1000. I never thought it'd ever happen. Later that year I went to high school and I met with Marcus again. We tried to rekindle our friendship, but we realised too much had changed and we drifted apart. I spent a lot of the first year there trying to fit in, but it never really happened. At the end of the first year I overheard a guy talking about his YouTube channel. His name was Jack, and we became friends purely because we both loved making videos, and I was just pretty much like, you're my friend now! In year 8, I made friends with a girl in my class called Olivia. Olivia introduced me to Josa, who I later dated for a while. Jack was already friends with both of them and we started hanging out together. It was the first time I'd ever had a friend group. I started drawing a little, so I set up an account on an art site, and I met a girl called Charlotte. We became friends and we later started dating. We met up a few times and she was just as rad in real life as she was online. The distance and other reasons eventually took its toll, and we broke up after a year. She's still one of my closest friends now. My sister moved out the next year to live with a boyfriend. Going from seeing her every day to every now and then was really hard, and I still really miss seeing her all the time. I started growing my hair early on in high school and I started straightening it. I eventually just stopped and let it stay natural, and since then I've just had a constant bedhead. In 2010 I discovered a game called Minecraft and I loved it. When I got a new laptop I started making Minecraft videos on my own, and it gave me practice with commentating, and it ended up actually improving my speech. I used to mumble a lot, but it helped better my pronunciation and confidence. One day I was aimlessly surfing the internet when a guy called Sam Pepper, who I'd watched on a game show the previous year, tweeted about Minecraft. I replied, we added each other on Skypes, and we just played Minecraft and made a joint playthrough of it together. It was really fun and it boosted my own channel subscriber count up. By the end of 2011, I hit 1000. With the money in my savings combined with my Christmas and birthday money, I bought a lot of video equipment. I wanted to make the best looking videos I could, and it made creating videos just a lot more rewarding when they look great. When I finally left high school, I had 3 months off before college started. I pretty much felt like the future was mine. And then I got to college, and it wasn't really anything I was expecting it to be. Our friend group from high school kinda separated and I just stayed with Jack, and I was having quite a lot of trouble figuring out who I was and what I wanted from life, and I spent a lot of late last year in a kind of depression. Jack pulled me through it though, and I don't really know how to cope without him. I got a part-time job stacking shelves so I could build up a computer. It was 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, and I did my shifts after college. Basically, it was hell, but I saved up enough money and now I have this huge PC in my room that I worked for and I built up myself. Sam did a tour of the UK and came to Manchester, and I finally met him after over a year of us being friends. We made videos together in the very short time we had to hang out because I had to go to work like directly after, and they got a lot of views, boosting up my channel even more. On New Year's Eve, my channel hit 10,000 subscribers just before midnight. My family congratulated me at the party and it was so surreal, but I couldn't have asked for a better way to end the year. This year my resolutions are to make a video once a week and to fix where I was messing up at college, both of which I'm working on. And that brings us to now. My parents are both with people who make them happy and I feel at home in the house that we live in. I've missed a lot out, but trying to fit 17 years into one short video means that it's bound to happen, and there's many things about my life that I'll talk about when the time's right. But I'm happier now than I was in late 2012, and I have my friends, my family and you guys to thank for that. Thanks for watching.